Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Go to class. I love going to class.
Is once you hit senior year, senioritis is so real. Yeah, you better watch out. You're going to stop going to class.
I feel like you don't really need to go to class, you can just teach yourself everything, like I never go to class.
You should always go to class. Don't be like Alec.
You might have heard you don't have what it takes, you're not fit, you can't make the cut, but those things are lies, okay? So I'm here to tell you right now, set the record straight. It is never too late to switch to CS.
Don't forget to relax and slow down once in a while.
Graduate a quarter early. Gives you time for people, for ministry, for community, for fundraising and applying for jobs, and just time to enjoy just what God's given us here at UCLA.
Find your roommates sometime before February, but if you don't, you never know. You might end up living with staff.
To expect good things from God and remember that God always has good in store for us. Because I think sometimes we can get caught up in our circumstances, and if our circumstances aren't exactly what we imagine, then we kind of miss the good things that God is giving to us or doing for us.
Don't become complacent with being friends with only people from your area, because you never know what valuable friendships you'll find just over the hill. And this is especially true for people off campus, because being plugged into more communities means you get to be more involved in their activities, which means you get to go to community dinners, which means more swips.
Don't be afraid to fail, and you can learn a lot from failing. I think you learn a lot about how you react when you fail, how you react with community, who you share with, how do you react to your relationship with God when you fail.
Don't be afraid to ask for help in ministry and academics or in life in general. Especially when you're sick, people would love to swipe your food and just help take care of you.
Always look for help when you need it. Don't stay to yourself and just suffer on your own, because there are people there for you. There are people who love you, and even if you don't believe what I'm saying right now, it's true.
No matter how present or rarely appearing you are, community is always there to help you. But InterVarsity is really good at building large communities, but sometimes you have to take a step back and really build a core group of friends where you're at home with. And this is the group you can be comfortable being yourself and just really enjoying each other's presence.
It's okay if you can't do everything or be best friends with everybody. Quality over quantity.
Time management is really big, especially the more busy you get. So if you're not intentional about the things that you do, then over time, your life will just become about habits, so things that you're used to doing. So going to class, doing this, doing that, and not really about what you want to do. Think about all the things that you actually want to do, and do you actually invest time in those, or do you just investing time in things that you think you have to do just because they're the most urgent or you need to do it?
What about, do you have any dating advice?
Oh Lord Jesus. Go on dates and don't be scared.
Just praying to God and seeing what He says about it, and just personally take some time. Don't just head right into it, but give it a little breathing space. So I learned most of my dating advice from this guru named Thumb.
So I feel like you shouldn't be afraid to fail, and if they give the go, if God gives the go, if community gives the go, you go for it.
Yeah, so I think getting relationships a lot like getting a job, you apply to about 20 of them, you get a couple interviews, and you never know, you might actually get one job, you might actually land that job, cool.
There's no perfect formula to the dating world. There's not necessarily a right or wrong. I think everyone's so different that there's not a perfect way. But if you have to take that risk to try.
A lot of times the way people go about dating is that they try to seek fulfillment through other people, and that can be kind of dangerous because no one can do that for you except for God.
I love you all. Thank you so much for being in my life and for bringing me into the path of God. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here right now, being able to give you this advice. So thank you so much, and I hope whatever I said before can help you out too.